Hey, shalom to you, brothers and sisters. All right, this is Samat coming to you in the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shemi Yahushai, where all glory, honor, and praise is due to Yahweh Shemi Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, that taught us this truth, and peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, so I'm gonna bring out a few scriptures, right? And what I really want to talk about is the utmost importance, right, of the brotherhood, right? Yahweh Shai swears by the brotherhood. I'm using my words loosely. Yahweh Shai opposed the brotherhood very, very highly, right? He puts Yahweh on a pedestal, and then right below that he puts the brotherhood. That's why he says there's the two greatest commandments are to serve Yahweh, right? In truth and sincerity, have no other gods before him. And second, to love thy neighbor like thyself. And with those two, they hang the law, right? And with those two, everything else trickles down, right? Those are the two greatest commandments. Now, there's a reason for this, right? Because at the end of the day, as a man, right? If you don't have nobody, you got your brothers, right? You have the brotherhood, because here it is, we're all men, right? And we all serve the same power, right? We all believe in the same faith. We are bound by the same laws, the same principles, the same morals. And for those men, and I'm just going to say us, we treat each other, or we ought to treat each other with us the utmost level of respect and delicacy, because we have to look at one another like Yahweh Shai, right? And we also try to emulate Yahweh Shai and the nature of the things that Yahweh Shai do. Now, the main topic is why it's important to lean on the brotherhood, okay? So to whoever this is going to apply, let it apply, right? It's very important to lean on the brotherhood, okay? So as a man, right? I know men, we typically try to, as men, we typically contain our emotions and our feelings and the shit we're going through. We compartmentalize them, and we deal with it, right? And we usually try to find things as distractions, or we try to deal with it in ourselves. And we typically feel like we have no one we can talk to, right? We don't like to talk to our women about our problems, right? Because we always want to appear strong, masculine. We don't want our woman to know that we're down, or we're weak, or we're feeling weak, right? Which is okay. Now your woman naturally going to feel it, but we don't want to have that spirit of talking to her. So if you don't want to talk to your woman, or you have no one to talk to, you have the brothers to talk to, especially if the brothers that have brothers. And I'm sure most of you do have someone you can talk to. And if not, there's brothers that you can reach out to, that you can establish a relationship with, and that you can build that rapport with, so that you can actually utilize those brothers. Because at the end of the day, and I'm gonna speak for myself, I'm open, man. To any of you brothers that I know on a personal level, you should know that, bro, you can come to me for anything, okay? And if I have it to give, I'm gonna give. And that's just speaking tangible. Now, intangible, it's the same thing, man. You come to me, and I'm gonna give you the best that I have, right? You come to me if you just want to vent. You just want to let off some steam. You want to vent. Hey, let me be the punching bag, bro. If you need some clarity, if you need some advice, that's why it's so important to talk to brothers, because at the end of the day, we are of like mind. We are of like mind. Damn, I heard a big thump. I think my daughter just fell. We are of like mind, right? So when you come to us for advice and guidance, we're going to give it to you based on knowledge and wisdom, right? Based on the scriptures. Whereas if you try to talk to somebody in the world, they're going to give you a worldly piece of advice, man. And it's usually not going to be ultimately beneficial to you in the walk. But whereas when you talk to a brother, we're going to give you advice and guidance that's going to both apply and benefit you in the spirit and in the body. No matter what it is you're going through, if you're going through a spiritual matter, or if you're going through a carnal matter, right? If you're going through something shit in the world, let's say it's finances, that's a carnal, in the world type of problem. Or if it's a spiritual problem, if you feel like you're not on as fire as much, or you feel like you can be doing better, or you need some type of, you just feel like you've been distracted, whatever. This is when it's very important to reach out to brothers and be open. And at the end of the day, we're not going to sit here and judge you, if you will. We're not going to sit here and condemn you because you feel this way. We're not going to sit here and hold it up against you. We're going to sit here, we're going to listen. We're going to try to get down to the bottom, to the root of the problem. And then from there, we're going to try to help you. We're going to work together to figure out a path that we can grow from each other, because scripture says iron sharpens iron. So let me just grab this precept. I don't want to just ramble too much. Not ramble. I don't want to talk too much. I mean, let some scripture speak. So this is Ecclesiasticus 37:12. But be continually, matter of fact, is that, do I want to start right there? Yeah. It says, but be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. It says that we will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. So let's go into that word miscarry. Definition. Not miscarriage. Come on, Google. Miscarry. Everything gotta be fucking... Alright. Of course it's going to have the first definition to come up. Alright. So it says miscarry. It says of something planned, right? Because ultimately, yeah, we don't plan our days, right? But in a way, we do plan our day, if it makes sense. We plan what we're going to do before we do it, or we have an expectation of the things that we're going to do. But we also have the understanding that everything is governed by the Lord. So at any given time, things could kind of go off of what we carnally, or in our own mind, or I'm not gonna say carnal, but what we consciously planned. The Lord could derail that conscious expectation to be whatever it is. So you have to have that understanding. So it says, if something planned fail to attain an intended or expected outcome, right? So you have to understand that when you're dealing with brothers, and we understand that we all have expectations of certain outcomes and things that we expect to happen. And when we go through life, whether it's in the spirit or whether it's in the flesh, we understand that things go wrong, right? You will fall, right? Shit will go bad. Okay, that's just the reality of in the balance of life, right? While as long as we're in this flesh and we're in this vibration of this world, until Yahushua comes and brings the kingdom and we get the spiritual bodies, there's going to be that balance of shit going wrong and shit going right. So that's why it says, be continued with the godly man whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, right? Because we, like I said, we have the same principles, we have the same morals, we have the same guidelines. It says, whose mind is according to thy mind. We all have the same mindset, if you will, when it comes to life. Of course, we all have different talents, different interests, and things like that. But for the most part, what governs our life, we have the same mindset. And it says, when we will sorrow with thee, thou shalt miscarry. Exactly. We're going to sorrow with you, right? Now, like I said, and I said to any brother that I know personally, hey, my name is Samak. What does Samak mean? Samak means support, or the trust, right? It's like I'm a support system, so you can lean on me, okay? And that applies to all brothers. Every brother should be the same way. You should have, now, of course, you can have a favorite brother that you can specifically lean on. And if you have that brother, by all means, lean on that brother, man. Or talk to multiple different brothers within your camp, because you might be able to get a different perspective, but it's all going to ultimately lead to the same destination. But this brother might give you a different outlook. This brother might give you another outlook. This brother might give you an outlook. And out of those three, you apply them to your life to ultimately help you get to that destination. So like, let's say it's something in the spirit. You need to learn how to study better, or how to retain precepts more. You talk to these brothers and they give you their own best practices, or with their ideas of what you can do, little tricks and tips. And you take those and you try them and you apply them. And whatever works for you, stick with that. This is Proverbs 17:17. It says, a friend loveth at all times. Right. A friend is going to love you at all times, no matter what. That's why it says a friend is known in adversity. And the scripture says, and a brother is born for adversity. A brother, now we know this is probably more than likely speaking literal, but A brother is a brother, right? A friend and a brother. A friend can be a brother. A brother is born for adversity, right? So, and when you read this in the, let me see. Let me read it in the NLT. It'll break it down in a different way, but it'll be the same thing. Proverbs 17:17 NLT. It says, a friend is always loyal, and a brother is born to help in the time of need. So don't be ashamed and afraid to lean on a brother when you need help, bro. Even if you don't need physical help, maybe you just need some spiritual, some mental uplifting and enlightenment, man. Maybe you just need some guidance, bro. You shouldn't feel ashamed to lean on a brother to ask him for help, bro. If you're going through some shit, bro, lean on a brother, bro. Asking for help. Asking to show you like something different, man. Maybe you just need somebody to talk to and to let off some steam, bro. And do it in a manner to where you don't feel judged or condemned, bro. Ain't no brother gonna condemn you, bro. And if a brother condemn you for having certain feelings and feeling a certain way, bro, then that brother, he ain't a brother, man. That's why it says a friend needs to be tried, man. So, hey, I'm about to my phone about to die, man. Let me grab this last precept and then I'll close out with a few words. This is John 15, and I'm gonna read 12. It says, this is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Right. So Yahweh Shai says, yo, I'm commanding you. This is not advice, guidance. He said, this is my commandment. Right. So this is what we must do. It says, love one another as I have loved you. Yahweh Shai loved us, bro. Yahweh Shai is walking the earth right now with us, man. A lot of brothers would be condemned in the spirit, bro. Because the way y'all treating one another, bro, you going to fuck off, man. Let's just be real. And the way you might not intentionally be doing it, but brothers got a lot of that old man still on them, bro, when it comes to dealing with other brothers. Bro, you gotta be born again, man. You can't treat a brother in his truth that's in your camp, that's walking his walk, that's claiming to be, of Yahweh Shai's sheep. You gotta try them, yes, but you also have to be in the understanding of you're innocent until proven guilty. I'm going to trust you until you give me a reason not to trust you. That's how you deal with brothers in the truth. When dealing with people in the world, you can be on guard a lot more and say, all right, I'm not really going to trust you until you give me a reason to trust you. But I'm not going to really not trust you, but I'm just going to be very wary of the responsibilities and the things that I entrust to you. But with a brother in his spirit and his truth that is actually on the line with you, that you know to be on the line, that's claiming to be a Yahweh Shai, we're all in the same circle, you need to have an approach of, I'm going to trust you until you give me a reason not to trust you. And that's just that. It says, verse 13, it says, greater love have no man than this, that a man lay his life down for his friends. Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. Exactly. We're Yahweh Shai's friends if you do what he say, man. You follow Yahweh. And mostly really just following after him, man. Emulating Yahweh Shai. You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong with emulating Yahweh Shai. His actions, his thought process, how he would handle certain situations, the things he would do. These are the mentality and the mindset that you need to have when in every situation, every interaction, everything, okay? So like I said, don't be afraid to lean on a brother when you need help, and don't be a brother that no one cannot come to you, okay? You should have that open door policy with every brother. And if it might go without saying, but nothing ever hurt from letting a brother know that I'm here for you. Just hit a brother up, yo, bro. I'm just shalom, bro. Just checking in you. Listen, I'm not saying there's anything, but I'm just letting you know. If you ever need anybody, you ever need a brother to talk to, bro, you ever need advice, you ever need any help, anything financial, physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, bro, hit me up. I got you, bro. Hey, man, shalom. Leave it at that. All right. So, Lord willing, this video is edifying. Until next time, shalom.